just diving a little bit deeper just to look at some of those personas in a little bit more detail, I think there's two that really do stand out for me in the Asia Pacific region that we're seeing frequently. The first one is retro re-engagers, and the second one is cautious comebacks. And it's not to say the other ones don't exist; they certainly do, but I believe they're in smaller numbers. Just looking at the retro re-engagers, you mentioned that these are the people that probably want to return back to the brands that were familiar with them. They're looking for brands today that remind them of the brands they bonded with in pre-COVID days. For people, thinking in the beauty segment, people are, reprioritizing or prioritizing skincare over cosmetics right now. They're think about payment industries and payment brands. People are, those people who are shopping, and plenty of people are shopping, whether that be in the real world or in the virtual world. They're choosing credit cards differently that they're actually paying with. They're prioritizing payment cards that actually give them cash back and rebates over Asia miles, for example. Those people are shopping for clothing. They're going for homestay clothes rather than going out clothes. And this maybe seems to be quite obvious, but there's a lot of implications for brands in there in terms of what they're doing. The cautious comebacks are an interesting group in Asia Pacific. Typically we're a group that likes to hang out outdoors. Many of our markets, like Hong Kong, Japan, for example, have very, very small living spaces, so people like to actually be outdoors a lot more. So the whole concept of staying indoors, is a little bit alien to people, particularly when it's extended over very long periods of time. But nevertheless, those homestayers are taking on a lot of home crafts, a lot of home activities. When they are going out, a lot of them are trying new things they haven't really done before, like hiking, for example. And I know many markets around the world are experiencing similar things. So the cautious comebacks, they are the people that say they're going to be carrying on with some of these new habits over the longer term. I think that remains to be seen. I think it's easy to promise that, but I think there'll be a smaller percentage who genuinely do fall into that category over the long term. Than we may actually be seeing now. But I'd also like to draw attention to the open-minded explorers, because they're a really interesting group. And you mentioned digital and tech is important to them, and that is absolutely true from what we're seeing over here. So we are seeing, for example, those people that maybe already habituated to using e-commerce, but they're switching their e-commerce platforms to more local and indigenous e-commerce platforms than the big global players, which is an interesting trend. But the open-minded explorers, they also extend into the business world as well too. So a lot of our B2B enterprise tech clients, like the Verizons and the Hewlett-Packard enterprises of this world, are seeing big pushes in enhancements to IT infrastructure to enable people to work from home as well too. So there's a lot of trends happening in that space as well. So that's a very quick overview of Asia Pacific.
We have created custom services to help companies and brands forecast the relevant role they will play with post-pandemic stakeholders. Used separately or as an integrated process, our services provide you with a reopening strategy, a custom brand positioning analysis, and a facilitated